Hello fam, what's up? So after Hal left the TSM, lots of streamer reacted on his decision, and Hal's old friend Snipedown also reacted to that situation and calling Zero as the new CEO of Apex Legend. And our boy Timmy also talks about Hal joining Dark Zero and explain what would happen if they didn't win or perform well in the upcoming tournaments or at the LAN. So let's start the video with Snipedown and iiTzTimmy.
My take is Hal can no longer be the CEO if he's not IGLing his team. He is now the Kevin Durant of Apex. And that now makes Zero the new CEO. Hal literally just got fucking fired by the board. I'm just speaking facts. I mean, that's how that works, right? Unless Zero's the fucking... No, I mean, that's just how that works. He's more LeBron leaving to join a super team. Bro, Miami barely had a winning record. What the fuck are you on? He's literally... DZ just got second place. He's literally... He's literally KD to the Warriors after they lost to LeBron. Joining a second place team that was already DZ most points ever in Pro League. DZ most points ever in bracket stage at a tournament. DZ second place, not winning the finals. Hal, arguably one of the best players in the game, just like KD was, joining the second place team after their team gets knocked out. It is literally the KD script. I do think it's going to shift the narrative a lot. No, it's not more. It's the closest thing is still KD joining, regardless if KD didn't have a camper down before. It's still the closest thing that you could say. I mean, Hal is the only person that you could drop Sykes for, but dude, Sykes is a fucking great player, man. Yeah, I would be surprised if Sykes didn't join LG. I'm really curious what Hal and Verhulst and Reps are gonna do. To be honest with you, they need an IGL. I think their only real option is like dropped. To be honest,
unless they try to poach someone.
I mean, that would be poaching someone technically. He's one of the few people that are not contracted. Dropped or Nocturnal are the two IGLs that are available. Everyone else is not available and already has set teams, it sounds like.
You don't think that Reps will take over the IGL role?
I can see Reps trying.
I don't think that's a good decision.
I mean, they're already qualified for champs and World Cup.
He definitely has time. Like, he has, but that's still a fucking huge risk.
Problem is the fact that they get something and lose their Jump Master. They still have Verhulst, so...
I mean... You want to know what could actually be potential, but I don't know how likely this is, only because of buyouts and shit like that, is Yanya.
Yanya joining them?
Yeah.
I don't know if Yanya's ever good into that IGL full English team.
I don't think so either, but I think that would be fucking hella interesting if he did. I don't know how good his English is. It's alright.
It's pretty good. I play with him a lot.
I was say I know it's not bad. Like, it's really not bad.
No, I play with him a lot. Like, he just speaks English. It's just more like comfortability thing. But if he had a soft English,
in those like intense situations where he has to calm to his teammates really fast and shit, he's just
that's the biggest that's the biggest worry. But I mean, dude,
I think he will get it over.
Who else? Though. I mean, who else is fucking like who else is even available?
I'll give you guys my opinions about this roster that has been made. So there's two things that, in my opinion, as a pro player, as a person just in general who kind of knows a little bit of all three of them and just everything, kind of more on the inner side. So I believe that Hal, because you have to kind of put the factor into Hal here. Hal as a person and as a player, I think he is somebody who really wants to win and he will do anything to win, right? I do think there are like a little bit of the things that are going to be a problem on their team. Like, Hal's always been, take away the IGL aspect, but he's always been the person to play the aggressive character, right? He's more times than not playing Bloodhound, Wraith, he's playing Horizon. He's always playing that character that goes in first, right? And he could still be that because Jen has always been that like the caustic player, the catalyst, like he's the anchor. And I don't know if they're making Hal the permanent fragger, but if they do, I do see it working out on that terms because Zero, he's a little bit more flexible. He did play the Bang, which is obviously was a little bit more of the actual entry in IGL, but more times than not, like, when there was the Bang Cat Horizon or like meta, like, you have your fragger, and I do think Hal is going to fit into that role pretty well, more times than not. The problems occur whenever they try to put him, because he did have he said something on his stream earlier, like he might be the anchor, and I just don't believe that he should be the anchor. I just don't think it'll work out if he becomes the anchor. Not because of a lot of things, but it's just like your mind is kind of programmed to be in a certain way. And a good example is like, I've always been an aggressive player, in my entire life of just playing Apex, and like putting me on like a support character like Watson or just anything like that. Like I could do it, don't get me wrong. I could play it somewhat all right, but some people are just meant to be like the first one, the fragger, the aggressive characters, right? And it's normal to have that, and that's why like people just have roles. You know what I mean? So kind of swapping his role to an anchor would be really strange. I think he would still be, in my opinion, the more of the fragger, that side of that team. But I do think they can work out for sure. It is a strong team. And if it does work out, then they will be a very hard team to beat. There are the other aspects, right? Like while you look at them, I mean, they're like low-key just flirting on stream right now. You know what I mean? They're literally just flirting. And I do think that honeymoon stage is going to last a while and things might be going well. They're, you know, like, let's say they place like 5th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th, right? Like, it's just like a bunch of that. They'll be like, oh yeah, you know, like it's all good guys. Like we're just a new team. We'll figure it out, right? But then if things aren't working out later on in the future is when arguments will start arising. And that's when it becomes difficult. It's like when you have two people who think strongly about certain things, they will clash. So it's more of a future problem. Yeah, more of a future problem, and I mean, I think they'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. I see this team not working out is like in my opinion, like a 30% chance it doesn't work out. Like I don't want to say like it's definitely like there is a chance that it doesn't work out, and it's kind of like I think the best example is like when you put too many like star players on a team, like it could always get bad. You know what I mean? And like you don't put LeBron James, Steph Curry, I don't know who else is like fucking the GOAT of basketball, but you know what I mean? Like you just don't put all those people onto one team. You know what I mean? KD, Kobe, fucking, you know what I mean? Like you just don't put. A good example is like Valorant. If you guys pay attention a little bit to a little bit of Valorant scene, I mean like some people just make God like. On paper, it's like, wow, this team is so stacked, they're insane. But like, you can't have 5 like fraggers or 5 all-star players. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta have a support. You gotta have like, it is what it is. You just have to have a person that fits into that role. And I'm not saying that they don't have that, but they just don't have, you know, like that separation. I feel like, and I'm not saying that they can't learn to go into it. It just they don't have it right now, and it's gonna be difficult. First, like you know, you get an IGL, you get a fragger, you get a support player, you know what I mean? You get all those and just make your perfect team. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see how they do. I am excited to see how they do.
Let me know your thoughts on this video in the comment section, and if you are new here, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more interesting video. Hasta la vista, baby.